seashells 40 minutes.
Yeah.
You never get the. I don't understand that. People want the full ferry experience in 40 minutes. They bring all their 10 suitcases and the whole family's got games and they're all going to White Spot for dinner. It's a 40-minute fucking ferry ride.
That's the thing I didn't understand. As soon as you get in the ferry, as soon as the ferry pulls away, it's all of a sudden it is a mad rush. Everybody has to go to White Spot, and I'm just like, why?
Yeah.
I got a poutine, and I was really disappointed with it. I'm like, how do you fuck that up?
Yeah.
Poutine.
We
Gravy, fries, and cheese curds, motherfucker. You can't ruin that. But no, White Spot has a way.
It made itself one day. That's why we eat it. I bet we didn't even come up with poutine. We just found it. It's just in nature. Just someone had left a potato in the sun.
It just morphed into a fucking poutine.
And we were like, well, it wouldn't just morph. Someone probably was walking by with some cheese and lost their curds. I don't know.
I'll guarantee you it was a drunk guy.
Well, it had.
Who went to the store, bought the wrong cheese, and the guy's like, what the fuck will you do? They do, I don't know. He goes, we're having fries and gravy. Well, I'm putting this fucking cheese on it.
Put some cheese on it. Fuck it. That's such a.
We don't have any cheese. All we have is those stupid curds you bought. Well, I'm gonna fucking use those. Now.
We would too. And that's that's the man answer to everything. Put some cheese on it. Just put some cheese on it and fry it.
That's right. Yeah. Does it taste good? No. Add cheese. It'll be fine.
Fry it. Just did the cheese help? Nope. Fry it. Melt the cheese.
Right.
That's right.
That's it.
Well, the cheese didn't make it taste any better. Did you melt it? Well, no. Well, that's your fucking problem. Go back and melt the cheese. What the hell's wrong with you?
You're so not lying at all right now.
You got to melt the cheese. I thought that was obvious. Jesus, you people. Up until I got married, that's all I ate. There was never any food in my house. It was just a fried thing with cheese. And I just reach into the fridge, find a thing, and fry it. Put some cheese on it.
That's it.
There were days where it was called cheese surprise. Because I didn't know what I was frying. But I risked it. Probably some half-eaten burger from Mohawk or whatever. Those are the days.
Anything is better than that.
It's better than White Spot, guaranteed.
Anything, I would rather eat my own shit than White Spot.
That would be funny, Gord. When we make money, and you want to open a restaurant, I would like to open the Bachelor Dudes restaurant, a restaurant where we serve bachelor food, fried things with cheese and beer. Doritos are a legit side dish.
That's not a bad idea.
And no garnish. No, because garnish does not exist in a man's world. You don't put something on your plate you're not going to eat. What the hell's the point?
Of course not. No.
I never understood the point. I never understood. You know what was great, though? I swear to God this is true. In the 8th grade, my best friend Jeff worked at a Chinese restaurant as a dishwasher, and they made him wash the garnishes and reuse them.
Wow, really?
My hand to God, I'm doing a Scouts honor thingy right now. Yeah, you can ask him, Jeff, who lives by you now. He worked at they're called the Orient. I don't think they're there anymore. Chinese restaurant, but they used to let me hang out in the kitchen while he worked. It shows their health standards right there. I just come in the back door and I just
nothing says high-end fucking house there. They're just letting your buddy hang out there.
Oh yeah, nothing says authentic Szechuan cuisine like the fat white guy sitting on the counter next to the dude chopping the veggies. That's good home cooking. And yeah, you'd wash the whatever it was, parsley or whatever. What's that little fruity lettucey thing on the plate? They had to wash
parsley.
that. Yeah, is that parsley? What's a parsnip? That's like an onion, isn't it?
No, parsnip is like a potato.
Oh. I know nothing. I know nothing about food.
I know quite a bit.
Yeah, it's interesting to me. We're well into a show here. We wanted to talk paranormal because you guys got excited about that. And I kind of am too, because it's a neat, different topic. It gets us off the depressing shit and me sounding like an idiot stuff. Which is, that's basically the tone of the show. It's either something Eric doesn't know or something Eric's mad about. And this is something that's kind of both. So it's fun. If you want to share your paranormal stories with us or supernatural stories or whatever, aliens, big feats, that's a term. And UFOs especially, we're into that. Or, in my case, if you've got an Ogopogo sighting you need to report, you need to call that shit in immediately.
I agree.
The fact that he's been seen, I haven't heard from him in a couple of years. I was really excited about this latest sighting. He's in the wrong lake, which freaked me out, but that's not unlike him. He likes to stir it up. So, but Gord, you had a story that you wanted to share. You were actually quite excited about this story.
This one actually really was just sort of fascinating.
And this is from my understanding, it's been a good year for sightings. They're happening quite a bit. So.
Well, especially the fact that like I said, with the American government now basically lifting their ban on UFO sightings and saying no, just promote them at all. We're allowing the Air Force to openly discuss UFOs that they've seen. I think that's pretty kind of a cool thing.
That is huge for them to.
Very, very, very huge. Like, I don't think anybody understands just how fucking big of a deal that actually is. It's a huge deal.
It almost makes you think that the flat earthers or the conspiracy guys were getting close to something, and they needed something to throw them off real quick.
Yeah. I mean, nothing's going to surprise me anymore.
Like, some conspiracy was true, and they were getting too close to exposing it, so these government guys were like, let's show them the alien.
Yeah. Give them the aliens. Let them play with that for a while. There we go.
or Vladimir Putin had something to do with it. Either way, tell us your story, Gord. I'm excited. Sorry, I'm going to quit babbling now. Eric at ericandgord.com. Gord at ericandgord.com. Send in your alien stories. And I want real aliens, not Mexicans or Australians. Real fucking aliens.
The real deal, please. Big, giant, gray head. That's the thing.
Not like I saw a bunch of Puerto Ricans in a van near the border. That's not what I want.
No. I couldn't care less about that.
Okay.
So this was a fascinating one because I was talking to this guy that I know tonight, and he was telling me a story about a friend of his who had claimed to him and his there's a group of 3 friends, and then this one friend had said, he goes, because they noticed that he's been acting weird as of late. And so they ended up saying, like, well, dude, like, what's going on? He goes, look, man, he goes, I got to tell you something, but you're going to say I'm crazy, and you're going to judge me for this, so I don't really want to tell you, but you're asking me what's wrong. This is the only way I can tell you. Like, tell us, man, we'll support you, whatever. What's going on? He goes, I think I'm being abducted at night. They're like, what do you mean abducted? He goes, abducted by fucking aliens. He's got these little marks and all these little things going on with him and everything else. So his buddies, as friends that they are, turned around, and what they do is they set up a digital camera in his bedroom, and they let it record all night. They did this for fucking 5 nights in a row. Every single night they did this, at somewhere between 2 or 2:30 in the morning, the camera all of a sudden, out of nowhere, would start flickering and then go static, completely static, so you couldn't see the screen at all, and then it would do this for about a half an hour straight, and then all of a sudden the camera would flip back on, and his buddy was laying in bed, but he was like, no, it's been a half an hour, but he's in a different position, but he's in bed. And then every single morning he woke up, and be like, something fucking happened last night. So for 5 nights in a row, at the exact same time, a perfectly working camera would all of a sudden start flickering. There is I'm trying to remember, there was a rumbling, the camera would bounce around a little bit, there's like a rumbling in the house, lights would go off and on or something like that, like, they're not lights would go off, lights would come on from outside, like a light would shine in, not like a street light or a cars from a headlight, it was like coming from up above, and then the camera would go staticky for half an hour, and then bam, and then it would just come back and everybody would be fine.
And he doesn't know what was happening to him in that time?
No, he has no idea what's going on, but he knows something's happened, but he doesn't know what.
And this is recently?
This is like recently, like within like the last 2 years recently.
Wow.
Yeah, that's fucking pretty crazy.
That's...
again, call it what you want to call it. I really don't care what you call it, but that's fucking weird because they would take that camera and set it up in like one of their own houses and let it record them sleeping all night, and nothing would happen. Only when we went to this guy's house.
Well, that's the
and
thing.
It was always at the same time.
The thing with me, when you say call it what you want, I want everybody at home to know, and I want everybody in the world to know. I will call it what I'm very convincible with proof. I'm not an atheist. I'm not anti anything. You can convince me with proof. I'm not here to make fun of anybody. I'm not here to say you're right or wrong. I know I do that to some of you, but prove me wrong. I would love it if an anti-vaxxer had some real proof. If one of you flat earth meatheads could show me something legitimate that wasn't a fucking meme, I'm all over being proven wrong. I think it's a great thing. So, I can't...
Oh, and by the way, the guy that told me the story, up until that point, never believed in aliens.
Yeah, you mentioned that often. I don't know if you said that this time. You said that when you brought it up before. That's scary shit. Because I went through that 2 years ago, where I didn't believe in something, and then it happened to me.
All it takes is it just takes one incident to be like, oh my god, wow, I've been wrong.
That's the one and only time in my life that something unexplainable has happened to me. There is no other explanation for something very, very weird. And that's a shit feeling. It's not a good feeling when you legitimately can't explain something. It's very violating. Even though nothing bad happened to me, I still felt violated by it. Something happened in my room that I don't know what it was or how it happened, and that's a creepy feeling.
I have a very different reaction to it than you do. Whenever I've had an experience where I'm thinking, no, not real. When like my first experience with my very first experience with a Ouija board, not aliens but ghosts. But my very first experience with a Ouija board, I was just assuming bullshit the whole time until one little thing of proof happened, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe this person was creating this, and I'll go with that, just sort of thing. And I still just sort of blew it off, even though it was a really emotional thing, and it was heart-wrenching to sort of experience the whole thing, but I could still explain it out.
Yeah.
It wasn't until a couple years later when the band that I was in, when we sat down my buddy's basement and I convinced them to fucking do this, and we started doing a whole bunch of Ouija board stuff, and things happened that you can only call it as proof. When you see a candle flame, first of all, go out when there's no breeze. Secondly, when you see a candle flame go from the size of a candle flame to like a 3-foot fucking flame, and that stays that high for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's no cause for that. There's no, what do you call it, a temporary fucking gas leak? Come on.
I don't get how like Milton Bradley can produce something super evil. That doesn't make sense in my mind, and that's why I don't believe them. I don't know.
And they're sold in children's stores. Like,
I don't.
Bothers the shit out of me.
I'm not saying I don't believe. I don't. I've never had an experience with one. I have my one supernatural experience, and yeah, it was ghosts as well, or a ghost, I think. Maybe it's not the ghost I think it was. I have no idea. But it was enough to change my life forever.
That's right. And that's the difference.
I'm not saying I still don't know what it was, and I'm not gonna. Well, I have a theory, I think, but I've never told the story on the show, and I'm not going to yet.
I believe you did.
Did I? I don't think so.
I believe you did.
Did I the first time we did this? Did I bring it up? I guess I did. Probably
did.
You did.
I'm quite positive you did.
It's the only thing. Whether I did or not. Okay, well, if I did, then I will. I think I had a ghost. I think I had a ghost in my room. There's no evidence to the contrary. I found some writing on my wall that was not there. It was not there. It was in pink nail polish. I would have noticed. Right above my bathroom mirror. It's and neon pink. Like, you don't miss that. It's something you look at every day. That's why it caught my eye the first time.
Yeah.
And when I was noticing that nail polish for the first time and remarking that it happened to be Jason's lucky number written on the wall, the portrait I painted of him for him flew off my wall.